his way to the ring from the red corner, Jason Valle. On his way to the ring from the blue corner, Michael Stripling.
Jason Valle is in the black trunks, fighting out of the ring. Black trunks, green trim. Stripling is fighting out of the blue corner. He is in the black trunks with the red trim.
Convention Center in Bradenton, Florida. Our next bout of the evening is sanctioned by the Florida State Boxing Commission under Shindo Kumite rules and regulations. Scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. The 3 judges scoring at ringside: Alicio Rodriguez, Danny Torres, and Rich Green. Your referee in charge of the action, Jorge Alonso. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black and green trunks, 5'6", 150 pounds. His fighting style is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, representing the Jungle MMA from Kissimmee, Florida. Here is Jason Valle. His opponent fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks with red and gray trim, 5'10", 150 pounds. His professional record: 2 wins, 2 losses, 2 wins by way of knockout. His fighting style is Muay Thai, representing Elite Muay Thai from Ephrata, Pennsylvania. Here is Michael Stripling.
Protect yourself at all times, so wear my instructions at all times. Give me a good, clean, hard fight. Let's go.
So, Master Meredith, you've been looking forward to this fight throughout the evening. Have a pair of 150-pounders going at it. Michael Stripling out of the blue corner, the black trunks with the red and gray trim, taking on Jason Valle with the black and the green trunks. And going down very quickly is Stripling.
He just got a slipped, and it's a different body frame. You can see Michael Stripling is more solid with his legs. He's a really Muay Thai fighter, and Jason is more coming from MMA background. He trained under Jungle MMA. They were a great supporter, brought a lot of good fighters to our show, and came from Orlando. So it's a little bit different style. One is more MMA, one is more Muay Thai. But both of these guys got great story that our producer did a story on these fighters that are very interesting.
Well, Stripling is actually a cook when he's not doing the Muay Thai, and Valle is a FedEx driver.
He moves a lot of boxes. That's why he looks so tough.
Yeah, no kidding. Stripling has the advantage as far as height's concerned. He's 5'10", and so he's got a longer reach.
Circle, Jason.
Yes, that would play a big role, especially in Muay Thai. The art of 8 limbs. You can use your front kick, your knee, your punches. It's not like boxing, you only got jabs. There's a lot going on here.
You can hear that big right kick by Stripling.
Yep.
How difficult is it, Master Meredith, as a world champion? How difficult is it when you're not used to delivering blows with your feet, kicking, and you're coming from MMA? How different is this from what you normally fight?
It's a big difference because if you're crossing over from MMA to Muay Thai and you used to go through a few punches and go on the ground and grapple, it's a whole different world. You're teaching their grappler and wrestler to strikes and get kicks into the shin and into the thighs and the body. It's a different world, you know. It's like having a wrestler go do a boxing match. It's a different world, you know. So it's just you have to be able to condition and take those. And if you look at Jason front legs, the left leg is already red and is already wearing down. And I think Michael Stripling needs to focus on that more and throw more front leg shots because he's already feeling it on his legs.
The referee is Jorge Alonso. Separated the fighters.
If I was the corner for Michael, I would more focus on leg kicks. That's the way you fight against a grappler wrestler. You don't box with them or clinch with them because their upper body are very strong. You need to tear the front legs down.
And that is the end of round one.
Jason did really good. I think he did fantastic. He's a strong guy. He's smart. He knows what he's doing. You can see the corner is explaining for him that you need to pick that legs up or you need to exchange some kicks. So this is great.
Valle was able to take some punches and take some kicks as well. Didn't seem to be affected by that at all. On the other side, you've got Stripling, who does have some red marks above his eye. He didn't seem to be affected.
And this is our wonderful, beautiful Sydney, and she's our striker, a model, and we're excited.
And again, you can see all the action on www.Strykerz. That's STRYKERZ.TV.
Absolutely. It's a 24/7 global online fight network for striking fighter only, Muay Thai only, Shindo Kumite only.
Round number two. Both fighters had their moments in round one. Nobody went down.
I think they're getting warmed up.
Good combination with the hands by Valle.
And I just told you that Valle is now, he's sticking with his boxing, closing the range, he's getting tighter. And Michael needs to... That's all good. Those are good. Those are good knees.
And those knees don't look like they have a big effect from here, but in there, as you're constantly taking those, that really has to make a difference.
He's destroying his ribs. That's what he's doing.
And a big, big knee. As Valle goes down and takes a knee, he'll take a standing 8 count.
Body shots, hard body shots.
So those body shots with the knee really took a toll.
Yes, and that's why I say there's a gap between boxing and an MMA because, in a Muay Thai, in boxing you throw left hook to the body and the fighter goes down. Look at the Muay Thai. He's got about how many knee to his body before he goes down? 7 to 8. These guys are tough guys. These are very powerful people. People need to understand what this athlete goes through to be strong. You see in the boxing matches, the guy get a left hook, goes down to the floor. This guy's got 10 knee went down to the floor. That shows the level of the physique and the condition. You have to be very powerful. You have to be very conditioned. You have to understand the science, and that's the way you kind of dissect the sports to understand what's the difference. These are true athletes because, there is a big difference.
Now, Valle also took a late knee to the head right when he took his knee, and that appears to be the reason why Valle is taking his time here and trying to make sure he's ready for the rest of round two. So they will continue. And Stripling is going right back to the knees. Hitting that midsection of Valle. Valle trying to hang on.
Yep, he's firing that knee over and over and over, and he knows what he's doing.
Stripling goes down, but again, that's called a slip.
He's got to stick with his boxing because I don't think he can exchange leg kicks with Michael. So I think Jason needs to stick with the boxing, keep moving, box and move. Don't clinch with him. Box and move, box and move.
Stripling trying to do everything he can to keep things close, in close quarters, and firing those knees into the midsection of Valle. And it's certainly had an effect on this fight so far. Valle's gone down once. Good right hand, good combination by Valle. And Stripling just keeps coming forward. Once again, those right knees from Stripling into the midsection of Valle. Round number 2 of a 3-round fight. A good left hand by Valle that connected.
It was a great left hook to the body, and I said it from the beginning, he needs to stick with his boxing. He's losing the fight. All the abuse gets to his body.
And again, Valle goes down after all those knees.
He's a tough guy. You got to give it to him.
The second knockdown of this second round. If there are 3 knockdowns in a round, that will end the fight. And that is the end of round number 2. So a pair of knockdowns. Valle going down. Michael Stripling with some bombs with his right knee that have certainly made the difference so far in this fight.
And let's not forget, introduce our beautiful Paula. She's a beautiful girl. She's our striker number 2, ring card girl for our show. She has a beautiful eyes. What do you think, Al?
It's been a very nice evening so far here at Aston Martin.
I got you blush.
The third and final round.
I'd like to see what kind of a game plan Jason is coming back with.
Again, he has not been able to stay away from the right knee of Michael Stripling. Stripling nailed him continually there in round number 2 and put him down twice.
He's got to stay with his boxing and keep away from his leg kicks and not clinch with him, because he's not going to have any future there.
Stripling connecting with a big right kick, follows with the left, and more of those knees to the midsection of Jason Valle.
Now he's got to go upstairs with those knees. Turn him and go upstairs.
You can see the left side of Valle is just beat red from taking those knees.
Yeah, you can notice the front legs is gone. Now go for leg kicks.
Stripling going down. It was a slip. Very obvious that the idea from Stripling is to just nail Valle with that right knee. It has been deadly so far in this fight. A pair of knockdowns in round number 2, and it's been punishing here in the third round.
Hard, drive it, Strip. There we go, again, harder.
Stripling now working with the left knee, a jump kick, and a left hand.
He's got a lot of rooms to throw that high knee to the head or high kicks to the head. He's got to make a little bit combination. Right there now. Oh, he listened to me, I guess.
The big high right kick.
Yep. Another one. Step out and do another high kick to the head.
A knee to the head, 2, 3, 4 to the head. Valle able to get away and follows with some good punches. Thunderous right hand by Stripling, and it's right back to the knees. And the body of Valle is just beat red from taking all of those knees.
It's a lot of abuse, man.
It makes you wonder what the ribs are feeling like at this point, and that is the end of the fight. So this fight able to go the distance, but believe me, Valle hung in tough and took a ton of punishment.
Did I told you this is going to be a great fight?
Your eyes lit up in talking about this one.
Yeah.
You knew this was going to be a good fight, and you knew that Stripling was going to use his kicking to take an advantage in this fight, and that certainly was the way it worked out.
And again, understand my point that a pure Muay Thai fighter and an MMA fighter who crossing the line, it's a different style of striking. It's completely different. You know, the striker can get into the MMA, can fight in the Muay Thai. MMA is going to have a hard time. I have a lot of respect for MMA fighters. I have respect for all fighters. I'm not putting anybody down. I'm just trying to describe the sport, the meaning and the difference, because it's getting too mixed, it's getting too confused in today's world, because fighting is such a taboo. Everybody fighting. You know, it's not like good old days. You have Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Robinson, you know, Marvelous Hagler. It's changing. Or, you know, fighter like Andy Hogg or so on, you know, so it's just changing, and, you know, people need to identify the difference in the fighters and art, the sport. It's more than just, I'm a tough guy, can fight, you know.
It appeared that with all those knees that Stripling was able to deliver, it was obvious he did a lot of that in the first round. Valle was able to kind of hang in, and then around number 2, it really started to take a toll.
Yeah, it's you can't just eat those knees. It's not smart, and you got to defend yourself, and you got to be able to fight. But, you know, you have to say that Jason was completely a powerful person. He came in
both
here to
fighters,
fight.
3
was great.
solid rounds of action. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Bradenton Area Convention Center in Bradenton, Florida, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the scorecards. Judge Danny Torres scores the bout 29-28. Judges Alicio Rodriguez and Rich Green both score the bout 30-25. For the winner, by unanimous decision, Michael Stripling.